of all, I'm honored and humbled that people would use those words to describe myself and my career. And I think that they're very kind words. However, I don't see myself in that light. I see myself as any, well, at that time, young adult who just enjoyed a game and had the opportunity to go on and play. And then just because of the dedication of my teammates and myself and our coaches, we were able to achieve the ultimate success for our division at that time and win a couple of championships. So it's very kind. It's just not a way that I would describe myself, because I don't see myself in that light. But I'm honored and definitely humbled by it. The tournaments at that time, and I don't even know for sure now, I think they're all in Eau Claire, but they from year to year rotated. So it was either in Virginia or I think it was Virginia or Wisconsin, and we won both championships in Wisconsin. So I just remember thinking the East Coast didn't serve us well. We got to play on the East Coast, but we didn't win any championships there, so I definitely prefer Wisconsin over the East Coast. I have great memories and nothing but great things to say about the Iowa Conference. It was a time in my life that was very special, and I had just tremendous experiences, not only with my teammates and my coaches and our athletic department and our community, but just when we were able to travel to other communities and other schools, just the interactions with their teams and their coaches, and just the respect, the mutual respect between the teams. And there's a lot of great softball. At the time, it's part of the reason why I chose to go to Simpson, just knowing the history of softball in the conference and at Simpson, and knowing that the competition would be tough, but that it would be fun, and that it would help me grow as an athlete and just as a person. So I have great memories of the Iowa Conference. I'm grateful for the experience that I had and for the people that I was able to interact with and meet, and just how they've impacted my life even today. But I think when I think of the Iowa Conference and I think of softball, I think of just the legacy of softball that was before me and during me, and that continues to go on, and I'm just proud to have been a part of that legacy. And it's very gratifying to look back and see that it still continues to grow, and that there are young ladies who just continue to find the same success that we were able to have at that time in our life. College is a big step in anyone's life, and whether it's Division 1, 2, or 3, you know, I think young people just need to find the place that is best for them. For myself, Division 3, it was wonderful. It was a great experience. It allowed me to have a personal relationship with not only my coaches in the athletic department, but my professors, as well as the community. When Kenny and I look back on our experiences at Simpson, one of the things that we remember very vividly is just the interaction with community members, even outside of Simpson itself, but community of Indianola, and just how they recognized us as individuals and people, and not just athletes. So they recognized our academics and our involvement in, at the time we were very involved in the Religious Life Council. I was involved in a sorority, so it allowed us the opportunity to do so much more than just be athletes. We were students and athletes and many other things. So we're just really grateful for the interaction and the relationships that we were able to develop, and just to be able to have a balance of so many different aspects of life. It was a great time to be able to do so much, and the atmosphere and the environment and the size of Simpson allowed us to do that. I would attribute that, there's obviously, in my eyes, no secret to the success. I think unless you are just extremely gifted, and not all of us are that. So the benefit and the joy of having been a part of Simpson in a small Division III school is that my coaches put academics first, and that was priority, and it was made known from the very beginning that academics were the highest priority, and athletics were just kind of the icing on the cake. We were able to do that because we were at Simpson, and because we were studying and we were students of the school. I'm thankful to my coaches for that priority, making sure that that was in place, as well as my professors and the athletic department and the community who worked together. They were extremely supportive. I remember, in fact, Kenny and I talk a lot about the professors attending games and being there and seeing our the different events that went on, and that they would talk to us about that outside of the classroom, and that they knew that that was something important and that we were working toward, and so they allowed us to be able to balance athletics and academics, which gives a great education, which carries over into today. So I would attribute it to just the community of the school and probably the conference that makes that a priority and makes it known that you're there to be more than just an athlete. Athletics aren't who you are, they're just a part of who you are. There's so much more to it. When I was at Simpson, I was able to study finance and accounting, so I am able to do that still today. I do some accounting work and for some clients, which I thoroughly enjoy and have the confidence to do that because of my experiences in high school and college. So I'm grateful for that and grateful for a good education that has given me the background needed in my accounting. But definitely I would say my passion and my calling is geared more towards softball, which developed at a very young age, and I'm grateful for that, just being able to play ball. And I was a 4-sport athlete in high school, so I'm really glad I had those experiences. But Simpson allowed me to really grow as an athlete and as a softball player and as a pitcher. I think my passion is probably more geared toward the softball, so I'm very blessed to have been able to coach at Simpson when the size of our family grew such that the commitment became too much. I've done kind of moved in the area of more private coaching, which is wonderful for me to be able to work with young people who have the same desires and goals and dreams that I had at that time. So I am blessed to be able to help them further their careers as softball players and just as young people as they kind of enter that stage of life that I've once been at, and hopefully have the wisdom to give them some guidance through that. And then my definitely a greater calling and gift from God are my 5 children, which I'm very blessed to have. And I take that role of mom very serious, probably too serious at different times, the kids would tell you, but take it very serious. And but I guess I feel like I can draw from my experiences in college, the life skills and the character traits that I developed as I was going through those 4 years of Simpson. I use those every day. Teamwork, dealing with adversity, just so many, work ethic, all that comes into play in all aspects of everything that I do, from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed.